Hi and welcome to Citrus Connect. We are here today with the sales director of Hammonds Fitted Furniture. Hammonds have a network of stores that supply fitted bedroom furniture, kitchens recently, fitted lounge furniture and office furniture as well. So a huge welcome to you, Audrey, to Citrus Connect. I thought it was great. I know we're recruiting for you at the moment, but it's our candidates ask so many questions about Hammonds, what's the culture like, what makes Hammonds unique? And I just thought, what better to get the sales director on a video and you can hear it right from the horse's mouth. So before we go into that, Audrey, just to introduce yourself and tell us about your journey with Hammonds, because you are the sales director there.
I am. I'm lucky enough to be the sales director at Hammonds Fitted Furniture. I joined the business around about 3 years ago. And as you can imagine, the whole retail landscape has changed dramatically, not only over the last 3 years, but certainly over the last few months with COVID-19 and lockdown and having to sort of deal with all of the very unpredictable business challenges that one is faced with at this time. But yes, I've been in home improvement, direct sales now for a number of years, more years than I'm prepared to admit to. I'm just absolutely thrilled to be at Hammonds now.
Perfect. So why direct sales? Like, what made you want to pursue a career in direct sales?
Well, I've been in direct sales, like I said, for a long time. I mean, quite seriously, 25, 30 years. And back in the day, my thought process of getting involved in direct sales was, quite frankly, as a single parent, as a woman who needed to earn a good income and needed the flexibility to be able to do that. That was an absolutely perfect environment for me to consider, and I'm so glad that I did. And that's actually still the case today. I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity if you're prepared to work hard. It is quite hard work, but it's great fun. Once you get it in your blood, direct sales is absolutely fantastic.
And what's your number one? Like, why is direct sales so fantastic? What's your number one reason for that?
My personal number one reason. Yes, well, so here's the thing. Every single day, we get to go and see our customers in their home, and they have an idea that they want some furniture. Now, it could be that they want Hammond's kitchen. It could be that they want a Hammond's office furniture. We're getting a lot of that at the moment, as you can imagine, with people now really working from home. Or it could be what was our core business, a Hammonds fitted bedroom, or even living room furniture. And as a salesperson, as a sales manager, as a sales director, there is nothing more satisfying than to be able to visit somebody who has this idea that they would like to remedy the situation of either not having enough storage, or perhaps their furniture is looking a little bit tired, or they really want to upgrade and make their home more beautiful. There's nothing better than being able to spend some time with somebody in their home, find out what they want, find out what they need, find out what's really, really important to them, and then together design that so that they can actually have that dream come true. And I know it sounds a little bit sort of Disneyland when I say dream come true, but it really is. To me, that's the number one. Like I said, I've been in the industry for a long time. Not only with fitted furniture, but just selling in the home is an amazing way to connect with people and help them have what they want, which is just fabulous.
Brilliant. And what would you say makes Hammonds unique?
There's a lot of things that make Hammonds unique. I have to mention our product. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Our design is very Hammonds. We've got a look, and people come to us for that specific look. And beyond that, I know you would expect me to say that, wouldn't you? Although it is actually true. And beyond that, we are a business that is owned and run by an entrepreneur. We have a great entrepreneurial spirit within the business. And although it's a family business, you know, we've grown hugely. You know, we've been trading for over 90 years now, nearly 100 years. So we've got a lot of heritage. But it's more than that. It's the team at Hammonds is extremely strong. We work through things, you know, it's not always easy, but as a team, we work through stuff together. The entrepreneurial spirit that runs throughout our business is incredibly exciting. And I have to say, as an expert in this field and having been in this environment for, you know, like I said, you know, going on 3 decades now, it is actually second to none. I have never, ever worked within a home improvement business that's got the same core, the same values, and the same entrepreneurial spirit. It is really, really led from the top by our chairman and chief executive, Richard Hammonds. So it's a brilliant business to be part of. It really is.
So it's still run by the Hammonds family then?
Yes, by Richard Hammonds and his cousin. Yes.
Wow, amazing. So you talked in the beginning about how business has changed, not just in the last kind of 3 to 5 years, but definitely in the last 3 to 6 months. So what's changed? What's happened in Hammonds in a what we call now a post-COVID world?
Well, a lot has happened. I mean, firstly, I think one of the key benefits of being part of the Hammonds team was actually during lockdown. You know, like all businesses, we had plans. You know, we put plans in place as a board. We knew that it was going to be a potentially a tough ride because you didn't know what was going to happen next. Nobody did, and neither did we at Hammonds. But because our business is owned and run by an entrepreneur, it meant that literally 1 week into lockdown, we had the little idea that it would be good to potentially see if we could help our customers on Zoom. And lo and behold, he put his full weight and his full support behind us doing that. Our marketing team, our head of marketing and our marketing team did their stuff. I mean, they're extremely talented. And voila, there you are. We had an online business, highly successful. And it basically meant that my sales force had an earning opportunity during lockdown that most people did not. And most designers or most salespeople in that kind of environment did not. And although we've wrapped up our virtual proposition now, because obviously we've come out of the main lockdown and what have you, clearly PPE and social distancing is very much on our agenda when we do visit people in their homes now. But it gives you an indication of what it's like to be part of the team in a business that has, I mean, we're a huge business. We're not a small business, but we have an entrepreneurial spirit in the business that really can make things happen quickly. And we're given the support to do it. You know, the great thing about working with an entrepreneur is if you come up with a good idea, if you have thought it through, if you're prepared to do the work, he will normally accept it. And then gives you the full support to go and deliver it. So it's a very unique situation. I'm not aware of any other home improvement business in the UK at the moment that has that kind of spirit, that kind of moral code, that kind of value system, or that kind of opportunity, if I'm going to be honest.
Fantastic.
So it's a good place to be.
Absolutely. And what changes have you seen in people's buying patterns in terms of the products that they're buying? I guess the whole work from home trend has increased your home office revenue, or have you seen a change in what people are buying?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, you know, I think for anybody out there that is in home improvements, you know, if the weather is bad, normally we're affected. If the weather is good, normally we're affected. If it's a recession, if it's not a recession, you know, if it's Christmas, if it's summer, there's always home improvements always gets hit first in
Yeah.
terms of discretionary spend. We have found completely the reverse. Coming out of lockdown, our customers are more loyal than ever. They are in their homes. They are fed up with looking at product or furniture that they don't like anymore. Stuff that they might have tolerated previously is now just getting on their nerves, thankfully for us. And they're calling us out to come and help them come up with a good solution. So we're seeing a huge upturn in customers really excited about looking after their home at a completely new level. Like you say, a lot of people now are working from home. Even if they're not working from home permanently, they've worked from home for a good 3 or 4 month period, which, you know, the desk is not that comfortable. No. There's nowhere to really put all my files or my whatever that case might be. And so people are thinking, well, you know, I'm probably not going to go on holiday for the foreseeable future. Why don't I instead consider fitted furniture? Yeah. And so we're finding that really across all of our ranges, really, and all of our propositions.
Absolutely. It's a really interesting time because business and commerce as we know it is changing, and even though people are going back into the offices because of social distancing, not everybody can go back at the same time. So even though some people might think it's a short-term fix to work from home at the moment, I personally think, and especially with the research I've been doing and the reading, that work from home is really here to stay. And I really do see that kind of growing, not just within the Hammonds business, but, you know, as a revenue overall for sure. So we've been working together for the last few years now, recruiting for your sales designers. It's a role that candidates absolutely love, and they love working for the brand and they love working with the product. So can you describe a day in the life of a sales designer for our viewers?
I can. First, I'd like to say what a pleasure it is to work alongside you.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing, and you just absolutely understand us, which is really makes our life so much easier. So a day in the life of a designer. Well, it's very, very varied. You know, sometimes you'll be attending appointments. Sometimes you will be going back to see a customer that you've had a previous appointment with, but, you know, various designs maybe needed to be changed, or they maybe wanted a little bit of time to think about it. You might be attending one of our webinars. We have quite a lot of, even though I say so myself, quite good quality webinars where on Zoom, where you can sort of jump in and there's ongoing sales skills that you already know, or otherwise it might be new to you. You know, we have a lot of people joining the business that, you know, they might have been expert at selling somewhere else, but joined us. And of course, you're going to get used to our product and our services and our processes and what have you. It could be that you're popping into one of our sales meetings. We have a sales meeting every single week. And, you know, short, sharp kind of hits that keeps everybody up to date and communicating. What I've had as a lot of feedback from the designers that work within the business is that if you want the support is there. So there's a lot of that sort of, if you like, second line support. You might be talking to your manager, and of course you'll be selling fantastic Hammonds products, which is really a joy at any time, but particularly at the moment we're very, very busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a sort of the day in the life of some of our sales designers work 6 days a week. Some work 7. I'm always blown away that somebody can do that and still be successful, but you know, there are many that do work 7 days a week. There's also some sales designers that actually work part-time, and they might do 2 or 3 days a week. But then when it comes to peak selling times, for example, like now or traditionally in the January sale, that they then don't work part-time, they're going to do sort of like 5 days a week. So it's very, very varied. It's a wonderful way to earn an extremely good living with flexibility around how you want your life to be and still participate in a team. So yeah. That's
Fantastic.
more or less what it is in a nutshell.
Yeah, thank you. You know, here at Citrus Connect, we've been working in the recruitment of direct sales for the last 11 years, and it astounds me how many lives we have been able to transform with a career in direct sales. I really want to pick your brain as to how we can almost change the perception of direct sales out there. Like, talk to me about some of the transformational stories within your direct sales team, or your story personally. You know, single mom, needed to work flexibly, needed to earn a good income. Why did you choose direct sales as a career path?
There's two reasons. An income, an exceptional income. If you are prepared to work hard, if you master your sales ability, you will get a result. And selling furniture is probably one of the most loveliest products to sell.
Yeah.
It's completely aspirational. Obviously we have all age group of customers, but it tends to be people, and certainly the way in which we market, actually we only market to people that are a Hammonds customer. It is a wonderful way to earn a living. There is a sense of freedom in the way in which you work, which personally I've always found liberating, actually, and it inspires me. I feel as free as a bird. The fact of the matter is you work very, very hard. So I don't know in real terms how free you are, but it is, once it's in your blood, it really delivers you a lifestyle that is second to none, quite frankly. When I talk to the team, it's very, very similar stories. We've all got our own personal story. You know, mine might have been a single mom and, you know, needing to earn a living, but it meant that I could always be there on sports day. When my son was, you know, in a sports day, it meant that I could always have his birthday off. I still do that now, by the way, even though he's an adult in his 40s. I still do that. I'm not massively keen on that, but still. But you know, you can create that level of flexibility. Even you know, taking the kids on a school run. You know, you can get the school run out of the way and go to work. It gives you a level of freedom and an earning opportunity that really is only based on your own level of effort, which is unusual. You know, there's people across the country that work extremely hard and very, very long hours in other industries that don't have half of the earning opportunity. Sometimes, you know, less than that, even a quarter of the earning opportunity. So yes, it's you have to apply yourself, and if you're prepared to do that and really prepared to put in the effort, the rewards are amazing. They really are. Plus which, there's no one day that's the same.
Yes.
Now, although occasionally that drives you a little bit bananas because sometimes you just want to do boring, you know, the reality is for the rest of the time, the other 90% of the time, it's interesting. You're going into people's homes. You are, you're seeing humanity in all of its glory, and you are working with a client or a customer at a time that is probably one of the most exciting. You know, they are thinking about improving their home, and we all know what people are like in their home. You know, you want your home to be as nice as possible. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a very, very fulfilling career. In home
I think
improvement.
it's the maximizing the income side of things, which for me fascinates me. You know, people look at this role and say, well, it's self-employed, it's sales, but then you look at the earning potential and it just absolutely blows me away. It blows me away as to how people can go from, you know, living in rented accommodation to earning a 4-bedroom house, or going on holiday once every other year to then having 4 holidays a year. It can really transform people's lives. Yeah. So just to...
Do you mind if I just jump in there?
Absolutely.
Actually, it's a very good point that you've just made about this bit about being self-employed, because sales designers at Hammonds are self-employed agents. And it's always been the case. And quite frankly, I doubt that we would change it anytime soon. for exactly those reasons. The opportunity somebody has to literally change how they live or change the landscape of their earnings is huge. It is huge all the time, with beautiful product and an amazing company, which, you know, there are other places that give one the opportunity to earn huge amounts of money, but not necessarily in such a nice environment. And which, you know, I'm very proud actually that that I was asked to join the business and that I can be part of this environment too. It's really quite a special place to work.
Absolutely. It puts you on the same level playing field of other professions, doesn't it, in terms of financial reward? You know, you can literally earn the equivalent of what a brain surgeon earns in direct sales. And it really fascinates me every single day. So just to kind of close that off then, tell us about what your top sales guy is earning and how he's been able to transform his life, because I just love hearing this story.
Okay, well, our top sales guys, obviously it's their private income, so I won't reveal the exact details of that unless they're here to say the same. Actually, they are our top guys. We are very fortunate that the top tier of our sales force are amazing individuals who have decided to land here and to stay here. One of the guys has been with us for around about 5 or 6 years. One of the others has been with us over 20. The longest serving designer at Hammonds has been with us for over 30 years. Wow. I mean, it's extraordinary. And I think that's a sort of testament to the business. And these guys have come from all different walks of life. They know how to sell. They are extremely humble. They go about their business in a meticulous fashion. They take it very, very seriously. You know, all of the old, 80 stereotypes of a direct salesperson, they could not be further from that. These are elegant, considered people that go about their business in a very, very serious way. So hopefully, should anyone join us, I'll be happy to introduce you to them. But they have a very, very nice lifestyle. Thank you very much. They feed back a lot. It's very much, I like to think it's a two-way street. Obviously, we should interview some of them for them to say that that's actually true, and I'm not just pitching you here. There's a lot of feedback. I mean, I'll give you an example. When we redesign a new brochure, so a couple of years ago, we had a new brochure. I sent an email out to the sales force to say, so if we were designing a new brochure, what do you want? Why do you want it? What's important to you? What would be really helpful? And so much of that feedback from the whole sales force, not just our top people, but so much of that feedback came back to us, which actually gave us a steer as to what would be really cool to include. So yeah, great people.
Amazing, great. Well, we are currently recruiting for Hammonds, so if you are interested in joining Audrey's sales team, then do contact one of our consultants at Citrus Connect.